So we are leaving in the lower part of Michigan and we are just about to head over the Negaunee Bridge, which will take us to the UP. So we have just got over a nice little market on the side of the road. It is selling fruits, honey, syrups and eggs, but I saw the fresh cherries, fresh blueberries and ripened peaches off the tree. So we are stopping to get ourselves some fruit. Yum! And it looks super duper. Very fresh. And of course, fudge. So I left Brett in the store. We got some garlic. How much did it all cost, Brett? $19. Some beautiful cherries, local cherries, see it? And I got some nice eggs, organic, but beautiful looking eggs, a dozen eggs. And hold on a minute, what do we have here?
You bought garlic, I bought a turtle.
I brought garlic, Brett brought a turtle. So these are turtles. It's a common chocolate confectionery over here, which has got caramel in it, pecans or pecans, depending on where you're from, how you say that, and then covered in chocolate. They are generally beautiful, and Brett snuck that little sucker in there, eh Brett?
I did.
Good morning. This is our spot for the night here in the UP, up in Michigan. As you can see, Brett is making the coffee. So, but what an amazing, I wanted to show you, cool thing is just over here next to us is, it's like a, you probably can't quite see it actually, you can't see it actually, but just behind us here, and I can't get through because if I even try and get through this bit of land here, there'll be ticks galore in there, so I'm not going in there. But anyhow, just beside me here, there's actually like a little runway, I suppose you'd say, a little pathway, and it's for, if I can get my camera to turn around, you can see that sign just over here. That is for snowmobiles and ATVs, and I'm picking it. It's got stop signs, and then it's got like information signs, left, right, where you go to. So that must be in winter, we're guessing, when the snowmobiles are out and there's snow everywhere else. So you can zip along that trail. So that's actually quite cool. Again, very different for us. So anyhow, Brett's got my coffee made. I'm going to head on back. We're going to have a coffee. And then we're going to, get on the road, head up to the shipwreck, head up to Whitefish Point as well, the lighthouse up there, and have a look at that. And tomorrow we're going to go to a place, and if I can pronounce this right, it's called Ketch, kipi. And it is supposed to be an absolutely beautiful spring to go see. One of the days we're going to hit the iron ore cycle path. We're going to hit that as well, and we're going to get up to that top part of the peninsula. Hopefully next week we've booked ourselves in. If the weather goes to plan, we are going to go kayaking along the coastline, and that is supposed to be absolutely gorgeous. Stay tuned to see our sea kayaking, lake kayaking in Lake Superior.
So you guys won't believe what just happened. I'm in here slaving, making coffee, Rach outside having a bit of a chat to you guys, and there's a flash. It's like from here to here, and look, she's back in bed just waiting, assuming her position, so I have to present her coffee in bed.
I think that's fantastic.
So you served.
Thank you.
With some fudge.
Oh, Joanne's fudge from Negaunee. Island. Thanks.
Hopefully it's up to standard,
I'm
Rach.
sure it will be. Thank you. We are off. We're leaving our little Overlander spot from this morning, which was awesome stay last night, as I said. And we are now heading, we forgot, as we said a little bit earlier, we're heading to do a walk at Tahquamenon Falls. A bit of a hard word to say, Tahquamenon Falls. I think they try and tell you to remember phenomenon and just go Tahquamenon. So last night we had our fly screens on again, the Van Essentials ones that we brought. The front pair was $70. They have been magic, because last night birds of prey were pretty big
and prolific.
prolific they were coming in. So we popped those up and they have been magic. Best buy ever. So yeah, fantastic. So this is the road that we are taking. We have made a slight decision. What a beautiful day it is out there. That I've just had a look and there is a brewery. Oh, that's a bit bumpy. There is a brewery at the top of our walk. So we are going to head first to do a walk and the Shipwreck Museum, the walk to the lighthouse, because if we go do the Tahquamenon Falls walk first, the brewery won't be open when we get to the top, and that would be awfully disappointing for Brett and I. So we're just going to delay that walk till mid-morning. And we have made it to see the last of the 5 Great Lakes. This is Lake Superior in front of us. It is a little bit of a cool day and it is a little bit windy, but we're going to pop in shortly, go into the Whitefish Lighthouse and check out the Shipwreck Museum that is also here. If you come on up here, there is quite a lot actually. There is the Lighthouse Keeper's Quarters. There's the US Coast Guard down there that you can go into. Little points, Whitefish Point Station, the Coast Guard building. There's a little gift shop and it has fresh fudge. Yeah, there's actually quite a few buildings here and heaps of information to learn about all the shipwrecks. And this Tahquamenon Falls State Park is just down the road. It's about 10 minutes or 20-minute drive?
30.
About 30-minute drive. So this is, you can probably see now, so we are at the tippy top there, the Great Lakes Shipwreck Museum, and then we're going to go back down to Tahquamenon Falls.
You see how I knew it was 30 minutes?
Ah, Brett's a cheater. It says just a 30-minute drive from the Shipwreck Museum. So that's going to be our next point of call. Had to get a video of this with Brett standing next to it. So Brett is what, 6'2" and a bit. This is a rudder from one of the boats, the Drake boat. The boat was 201 foot and that's its rudder. That is massive. Wow. It's huge, eh? So, we're at our first lighthouse on the Upper Peninsula, the UP. And there you have it, Lake Superior. Bit of a rough afternoon. The land you can see in the distance there is actually Canada. And it is actually quite cool outside. Sweatshirt weather at least anyhow. Next up, the Shipwreck Museum. Let's go take a look at that. Wow, it's already wowed me. So walking through this museum today, it is just beautiful. They have done such a good job. I can see why we got told to definitely come here, and I highly recommend it. Everything is just displayed so well, so beautifully. It's all explained really well from the fur traders that came around Lake Superior to the ships that have been lost, because that's why we are here. It's about the shipwrecks and the graveyard here at Lake Superior. Walking around the room, it has all the information about each ship that, well, they've chosen about 10 ships, I should say, out of the 555 ships that have gone down, and just explained a little bit about the size of the ship, what happened, if it was fog, if it was a storm with 8-foot waves, yeah, what actually went down for the ship to go down. And they've done little models of each ship as well, which is awesome to see. But sadly, 320 people have lost their lives over those 550 shipwrecks. So we have paid, and you get a little bit of a sticker here that was stuck on to say that we're allowed in the park today. $11 because we're an out-of-state vehicle. Could have got an annual pass for $40, but we're not too sure how many state parks we're going to do up here, so we'll just pay as we go. So we're just getting ready. How far?
It's lower falls to the upper, so we're going to be lazy. We're going to hike up
Lazy. We're going to hike up.
8 kilometres to the upper falls, and then we're going to grab a beer at the brewery.
Cool.
And then we're going to catch the shuttle back down here to John.
It's a gorgeous little trail amongst the trees, and we're just following the water, the river. So we're just double checking that this is our point
There we are.
on all trails. There it is. So it's the river trail that we're going to take to the upper falls to go have a beer.
So we're about 15 minutes into our hike, and I just watch Rachel in front of me because she always walks in front of me. It's like, I wonder where she stashed her bottle of water, as we decided we'd take one bottle of water.
I don't.
Famous last words. So I take that I don't need to share at all, because she's quite confident she won't need it. So what do you think, Rachie?
What I think? I'm loving it. I think I've found some evidence of Mr. and Mrs. Beaver. Look at that. Amazing. We're about 1 mile from the end of our track. That is Brett.
Doing a tick check.
He's just doing a tick check.
So this is what we put up with when we walk in the wild over here. Rachel's
The detraction.
she talks
I thought.
lots.
Yeah. Anything I can think of while I'm searching for beers.
Because this is actually, as you look in front of Rachel, there's no berries out as yet, but it's pretty thickety and overgrown.
So at the same time that I'm worrying about beers, I'm also worrying about poison oak, ticks, and
Poison ivy.
poison ivy. So yeah, there's a few things going around in here all at once.
But she's walking very skinny. By skinny I mean sideways and all sorts as she's going through to avoid contact, but it's near impossible through here. So gorgeous walk, but
Oh wow, look at that. Oh, very photogenic. So we made it to here, and we're going to go down to the gorge viewing deck, which is about 94 steps down. We made it to Tahquamenon Falls, from the lower to the upper.
beer time.
Beer time. Gotta go. So that's upper falls here, Brett. Got a 12-minute walk back. Thick. Alright, let's go. Brett's attempt for videoing with the camera around the other way, so we're not doing a selfie.
I'm perfectly aligned for my height.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Just about got me. I'd have to say, if every hike had a bar literally in its car park, there might be more people that would get out and walk. What do you think, Brett?
Heck yeah. Okay.
That's fantastic. This is literally right here. So that's the car park at the upper falls, and this is the bar that Brett's just going into. Yeah.
Cheers, Miss Rachel.
Cheers! Our next stop for the day is very exciting. We have come to the Summer Sled Dog Centre, where we are going to get to see some of the world's greatest athletes long distance sled dogs. These are all the puppies. So first up, we get to cuddle with these puppies. Now, cuddles with puppies is actually very beneficial to socialise them early in their life. So this is pretty cool that we get to do it. Here's my puppy. My puppy is named Ego, and he is just too cute. Where Brett's puppy, his name is Muskie the Husky, and he is very energetic. Sleep?
Cute.
Dude, that is cute. Hey.
You're just spunky.
You are. You've got those beautiful eyes. Spunky tunkies in mine. Next up, we get to meet and chat with Laura. She shares stories with us about her amazing adventures with her team of dogs, how they have summited and descended mountains, travelled 60 below zero temperatures, run across the frozen Bering Sea, and travelled all over North
I'll share
America.
some stories from those with you today. And any questions you think of, ask, because questions tend to bring some stories that I don't tell all the time. So. The Iditarod is the more famous of the two races. We start that down here in Anchorage and head northwest up to Nome.
Once we have asked her a zillion questions about her adventures, we got to meet her racing team and see them enjoying their off-season and also have a cuddle with a few of them. A cool afternoon we have had here. Learning about the dogs, the team that she takes through to Alaska, the 1,000-mile races that they do. It's just awesome. So cool. Yeah, love to go see them actually do some of the race. You can tell that she just absolutely loves what she does, loves the dogs, dogs love her. Yeah, this is a very unique chance to meet someone that does huge events with the dog sledding, and get to meet the puppies, which will be the future team and the team that is at the moment. So yeah, loved it. And here's my ride. Hello.
Hello.
How is that?
Pretty cool.
That's cool, eh?
Muskie the Husky.
Muskie the Husky that Brett had. Just had a lot of spunk, Muskie the Husky, where my puppy was very sleepy, either on the dog whisperer and put my pup to sleep.
I think he was just bored with you.
He was very tired. He said it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon when we got here, so he said a long day of cuddles with people. Righty ho, to our car park for the evening in the UP. So where are we driving to today, Brett?
We're off to Oswalds Bear Ranch to desensitise Rachel to bears, to sort of curb her behaviour when we hike. Just going to get her to adjust.
So we are off to see the bears. We have got 3 cubs, we've been told, that are out in one of the sheds, and then there's 49 bears altogether here at the moment. Here is they've got the cubs just behind me here, which is the 3 cubs, and then this side of us we're just going to go see the yearlings, and then we've got the big the girl bears or the female bears are one side and the male bears are another side. They're the ones that you can feed the apples to, throw them in the water. There's a waterfall, and so we've got a viewing platform up here that you can look down on the bears. So we're going to shoot on up there and have a look.
sway there in all the colors. Sunlight. Lonesome dove folded on the lawn chair in all the colors.
Arrived at Palms Brook State Park, and we have come to see the big spring, also known as Ketch kipi. So usually we try and get to these kind of things early in the morning, but we've had to do a bit of travelling, and here is the queue in front of us. This queue's for the raft that takes you out to the middle of the spring. I think the raft takes 50 to 60 people, so I'm going with, it's going to move pretty fast.
Are you going to be our pilot, our captain, and steer the ship? Awesome!
So we finally got on the raft. Probably, how long do you reckon we waited? Half an hour? 40 minutes maybe?
Just on 40 minutes.
Just on 40 minutes. So look how clear this is. So our little driver over here, our wheel turner, our little man, will turn the wheel, and that will just be a pulley system over to the far side, and then we come back again.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors. Sunlight. Lonesome dove folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Sunlight.
Ketch kipi is the largest natural freshwater spring in Michigan at 40 feet deep and 200 feet across. The water is crystal clear and its temperature is a constant 45 degrees. This is one of Michigan's most popular attractions with over 60,000 visitors per year.
Open air, side by side we sway there in all the colors.
That was very, very cool. So for anyone in New Zealand that's seen Te Waihau, that is very similar, but this is just one little area with the spring, but so cool to go over top of it. You could actually see the spring coming up from the bottom and the sand, and heaps of trout or salmon, I'm not sure, but lots of nice big fish. It was cool. The line, even though we got here, was really big. At the end of the day, from the time we got here, got on line on the boat, and now we're back in John, an hour. So 50 to 60 people fit on each raft, and the kids turn the little wheel, and it was really cool. And it's free, meaning other than paying here in the state park, which was $11 for the van, or $11 for a car, yeah. When do you ever get to do something like that? That's free, and it was really quite relaxing and just nice and quiet on the water going out and coming back again. So we now, Brett's just popped into our Navman, Google Maps, Navman 1990s, Google Maps, our place to stay tonight. Where are we staying tonight?
We're going to Marquette.
Marquette is where we're heading to. So Marquette is on the top part of the Upper Peninsula. That's where we're heading to. So, see you then. Another day, another shop. Rich cherries, some grapes, some bananas, because we are going on a cycle today. We are heading out on the iron ore cycle, and it's all uphill for about 2 hours. Then we're going to get to a brewery, funny that, and then we're going to also maybe eat pasties. So there's a story behind that. I'll let you in on it later. And pretty much that's today. It's a Sunday. It's a beautiful day outside. And excuse me, I'm still sick. And that's our day, cycling. So now my job is to get all of this food into the fridge, and most of it is fridge food. We tend to eat very, very fresh over here. Brett's wraps, he has a wrap for lunch every single day, and he has, which our boys will laugh at, he has ham every day. Ham, cheese, tomato, Marmite, mayo, and the wrap. That's his lunch every single day. So we're starting our ride at Marquette. Brett's starting with making his bed.
Because someone else didn't make it for me.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. And we're just at the Welcome Centre. So the van's going to be nice and safe here, sitting in the sun today, waiting for us. And we've got, I'm not too sure, Brett, how far are we going today exactly?
We're only going to go 15 miles out and 15 miles back. Because at the 15-mile mark, there's a brewery. And so we'll cycle to the brewery, all uphill.
Yeah.
And then you got 15 miles downhill, no pedalling, all the way back.
Yeah, cool.
And with a tailwind.
We'll see about that. So it is gorgeous here. I'll just bring you around to this. So here is Lake Superior. It is windy. We are going to have a headwind. The flag, if you can see it there, the American flag, is flying quite nicely at this stage. Wow, that is a glorious day. So anyhow, just thought I'd come and show you this map. So this is the Iron Ore Heritage Trail that we're going to be on today, and this is the map showing everything. So we are here at the Welcome Centre. So this is us here, and we are going to head up to Marquette, and then we're going to go I do not know how to pronounce that name, so I'm not even going to attempt it. And we're going to keep on going, and I think we're actually going to finish up right here at the end of the trail, that burgundy coloured trail, and that is where the brewery is that Brett's saying, and that's about 15 miles. Now that is all uphill. Now there's a reason for that. So what we are travelling on today is the Iron Heritage Trail, or the Iron Ore Heritage Trail. As I said, it's 47 miles long the whole entire way here to Republic. Now the reason for that is that used to be trains used to bring the iron ore that they'd get out of the mines and bring it all the way downhill. So that's why we have to go uphill, bring it downhill, and then they'd bring it here into Marquette. And in here, in this bay here, that we'll see when we cycle, is where they would load the ships with the iron ore, and then those ships would head across Lake Superior to different parts for their drop-off depots. The man is getting himself ready. He is getting limber for our cycle today. He's a little bit concerned how hilly it's going to be.
Because I am old, Rachel. Things don't move like they should.
This is correct. So like I said, it is going to be uphill. It's just, I think it's just going to be a constant gradual uphill. So yeah, no biggie. Just the headwind.
I love that. No biggie.
So we are on our trail, and as I said, this is called the Iron Ore Rail Trail, as the mining companies along the Marquette Iron Range would load rail cars full of iron ore pellets into their trains. Those trains would then haul the heavy load down to the ore dock here in Marquette. With the railway tracks running along the top of this iron dock, the filled rail cars would bottom dump the ore into pockets that would have a chute to drop the ore into each ship waiting at the dock. So this ore dock was actually decommissioned in 1971, but it is actually a beautiful building to see down here in the harbour of Marquette.
Smile.
You're on candid camera.
Isn't it pretty?
It is gorgeous. This is very pretty. We've got a magic day. It is very pretty. I love it. So now we've hit a little bit of gravel. I'm not too sure how far in are we?
We'd be over halfway.
We're over halfway. So I'm not too sure if it just stays like this now. But it's not too bad. We're still on that kind of 4% grade. Going uphill. So once we hit about the 15 k's in, we've actually not on the trail anymore. well, we are on the trail. We've just got the actual lines and they are still there. The railway lines are actually still right next to me on my left, all overgrown of course, and so we're just beside it. And with that, it is not a 4% grade anymore uphill. There's actually been hills enough that you've actually got to get down into your first gear or maybe low twos, and you've actually got to work a little bit, but it's been really, really good.
Pretty.
Very cool trail.
Rach just had a little cranky at me for stopping at the bottom of the hill, but it was the only shady spot I could find. She had to walk up the hill. I might just sit behind and draft now.
There's quite a few trailheads along the way that you can park your car, so you can start wherever you like, and they've all got these awesome setups with all your tools, just in case you have a mechanical breakdown on your bike. There are toilets, and then of course there's the trail. So as I showed you earlier, we started just here at the Welcome Centre, just by Harvey. We've gone up, we've come around. We are actually here, which is Eagle Mills, and we've still got to go, so we're just on a little bit more trail, gravel, and then we'll hit the paved again to get to our little town. That we're actually going to stop at this town, I didn't realise, but we're going to stop here. So and there's been lots of old mills along the way, which of course are not there anymore, but there's lots of these boards explaining about the different areas where they mined out the iron ore.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, Brett's just found himself some raspberries, so he's just picking a few.
Come on. Both be sick together.
I'm already sick. Oh, yum.
They're good, eh?
So we've made it to the little town in Negaunee, if we're saying that right. Brett's just chaining up our bikes, and we've come here for our first stop. There's beautiful Lake Superior out there for Cornish pasties. Pasties, that's how we pronounce them, so that's what we're getting. So there's a story behind why the Upper Peninsula, the UP, is well known for their pasties, and it is the Cornish pasty that was brought over here by the British, and so the miners of course needed some pretty good food to get them through their day down in the dark mine, so their wives would make them these pasties, and they'd be filled with meat, potato, vegetables. The pastry is filled with all those vegetables and potatoes and meat of whatever they had, and sometimes the miners were even known to put the pasty on their shovel and put it above their lantern and heat them up so before they ate them. So she's cut them in half for us, but as you can see, compared to my hand, they're pretty damn big. So there you go. So we're on our way back now. We have a headwind on our way back. Hey Brett. So we've got a headwind. It's not too bad. There is a bit of a headwind on the way back. We are on the gravel at the moment. In front of us lies a couple miles of quite undulating hills that you do have to work a little bit to get up and down them. More so up them of course. And then we'll hit the paved cycleway again and make our way back into Marquette.
No complaining from Rachel. We're on the bitumen sealed part of the track coming back into Marquette, and if you watch your legs, it's been about the last 5 minutes just exactly like that, stationary. So all the hard airing out, which was not really that hard, we're now reaping the rewards. You look closely at Rachel, she's in the butt off the seat position. Still not pedaling. What a gorgeous trail. Absolutely super trail.
It doesn't take much to entice us for a cold beer.
Open air, side by side we sway there in
Nice
all the
cold.
colors. Summer love,
Another good bike ride. Cheers. That's another week of adventures over and done with. We have had such a good time up here in the UP, and there's one more video to come that I'm putting together that I'll put out in a couple of days' time, and that's our kayaking trip. So yeah, make sure if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss us paddling on Lake Superior, and it was a gorgeous day. So until next time, see you later.